Stanley E. Gilliland Memorial Fellowship in Food Science was established to support the food science program here at Oklahoma State University, and specifically to support the students, graduate students, who are enrolled in that program. So the food science program here at Oklahoma State University, there are two elements to it. There's the undergraduate program and the graduate program. The graduate program is an interdisciplinary program, so it involves participants from a number of different departments in the Ferguson College of Agriculture. And so the interdisciplinary aspect of that is really well supported by the Stanley Gilliland Memorial Fellowship in Food Science because it's applicable to all those students. It's not tied to a particular department. So to apply for the fellowship, it's actually a very simple process. It's a one-page application. It's available on the web, or it's distributed through other venues as well. Just a simple application. The student basically fills out name and contact information, some other information about their program, and that's it. So in order to be eligible for the Stanley E. Gilliland Memorial Fellowship in Food Science, a graduate student has to be a full-time graduate student enrolled here in the food science program at Oklahoma State University. And they have to have an advisor who is located here in the Robert E. Kerr Food and Agricultural Products Center. The fellowship was named after Dr. Gilliland, Stan Gilliland. He was actually the person who recruited me to come here to Oklahoma State University more than 2 decades ago now. In many ways, he was kind of we can call him the father, I guess, of the food science program here at Oklahoma State University. It was something that he championed throughout his long career. He was here more than 3 decades, and it was something that was very important to him, very dear to his heart, and it was something that he really wanted to support, and he wanted to see that grow after he was gone.
I'm here to tell you, Caitlin and Connor, guess who the winners are this year? You guys. Congratulations. Congratulations for being the 2020 recipients of the Gilliland Memorial Fellowship program or fund. And so you guys are going to receive $1,000 in your bursar account here before the end of the fiscal year. And so really want to say congratulations.
Dr. Gilliland was an accomplished and well-respected food microbiologist as well as a leader at FAPC. So as a future food microbiologist, it's an honor to have this, to be awarded this fellowship in his name. My passion, first and foremost, and my future career is going to be in food safety and food microbiology. Since this is a food safety fellowship, I thought that my dissertation and other projects that I've been involved in would make me a competitive applicant. It's an opportunity to promote my research and compete with my other fellow accomplished graduate students. So currently, I'm the teaching assistant for the food science, or for the food microbiology and food safety course here at OSU. I've also mentored and supervised 4 undergraduate students with their industry-based food safety projects. And I've also had the opportunity to present my research and present posters at the International Association of Food Protection conferences, as well as the FAPC Symposium. In addition, I've also published one of my papers in the field of food safety. I also have another one under review relating to the initial findings of my dissertation. So FAPC allows me to get involved with a lot of industry-based projects. It allows me to take what I've learned in the classroom and apply it to real-world food safety problems that Oklahoma food manufacturers face. It's an invaluable experience in my future food safety career. So my research is in biltong. It's a South African style beef jerky that's manufactured with low heat and low humidity. Basically, my dissertation is validating and investigating different processes to manufacture biltong to achieve a 5-log reduction of salmonella as recommended by the USDA to achieve a microbial safe product for consumers. Dr. Mariana is a huge motivation factor for me. He's always pushing me to do better, be better. I just really feel that he is always looking for the next step in food safety and the next big thing in food safety, so it's always pushing my research forward. So the plan right now is to graduate in spring of 2022. Following that, I'd like to pursue a career in industry, specifically in food safety.
Well, she's one of the best students I've ever had. So from the first day, she had this go-get-'em attitude, which was just, it's infectious. And most students kind of take a little while to warm up to the lab or to me, to my expectations. Well, the second day that she was up in the lab, she organized everything. You know, sight unseen, I didn't have to say anything, but it was kind of like a spring cleaning, and I'm like, wow, I kind of really like this. And then about the 3rd or 4th day, she asked me, well, what's this pile of pipetters doing over here? I said, well, they're kind of like, they need repair. I have to work out some time in my schedule to get to attend to them, and I haven't been able to do that. And then the next day, I go up there and there's two piles, a big pile of ones that she had already, now she fixed and resurrected them, and the other pile which she said she agreed these are kind of dead. And I'm like, wow, she did that. And it was kind of like that type of go-get-'em attitude that she infects other students with that attitude, and it lifts them up too. And so I think the other students, and the other students are master students that I have, so she's a PhD student, so she has a seniority in terms of degree attempting that she's trying to get, and but they all look up to her, and she commandeers them, recruits them to do the chemical inventory. That's not a enjoyable task to do in a lab, but she kind of recruited them. They all got that done and pitched in and got that done within a few days, and it's fantastic. And why is she also deserving? Well, she's got a 4.0 GPA. That kind of helps. And so it's those types of things that just kind of makes her deserving of this award. So I'm really appreciated that she was able to receive that, and I think she's very deserving of that.
I feel so honored to have been selected for this fellowship. It's a great accomplishment and I'm very proud of it, and it feels great knowing that a group of people here at FAPC chose me for the scholarship. I decided to apply because the requirements for it are that you earn graduate school here at OSU and work within FAPC. And having been here for a few years, I felt like I really lined up with that and felt like I was a good candidate for the scholarship. So since I've been at FAPC, I've worked a lot with my advisor, Dr. Jadeja, and helped with a lot of workshops that have gone on here and met a lot of industry professionals. And I think experiences such as those really helped to push me forward within the scholarship. I also have research responsibilities as well as teaching assistant responsibilities. And so I think all of these experiences have really boosted my qualifications for the scholarship. So I was awarded the SQF scholarship, which allowed me to attend the SQF conference. Just this past year, I competed in the 3-minute thesis competition here at the university and actually won first place in both the Ferguson College of Agriculture competition as well as the university-wide competition. And that experience led me to have the ability to travel to Birmingham to compete regionally at the competition as well. So I'm working to reduce pathogens from produce. So many people become sick every year, and one of the most common causes of that is contaminated produce. And so I'm working with different types of antimicrobials to reduce pathogens from fresh produce. I plan to graduate sometime next year, and my plans following graduation, I'm really keeping my options open at this point. Maybe become a professor or maybe go work in industry. When I started at OSU, I was under a completely different major, and one thing that I always look back on and kind of my aha moment was whenever I took Dr. Rahm's Intro to Food Science course, and it really opened my eyes to what the major was, and it was in that course that I decided to switch, and that's just led me on this journey where I've really found what I'm passionate about and given me the opportunity to have all of these experiences through FAPC and through all of the national conferences and things I've been able to attend. So I'm just very thankful for that course and for that memory, because that's really where it all started.
Connor is one of the hardest working students I had ever opportunity to work with, and I cannot think of anyone who is more deserving for this prestigious award than Connor. Because of her work ethics, she has been very successful in receiving various national and international awards, including SQFI Foundation Award and 3-minute thesis regional competition award. As I mentioned, Connor is a very hardworking student. She is very dedicated to her program, and for her young age, she is very mature. And then not only that she is a critical part of my extension and research group. For my extension and research program, we work with the food industry locally, and Connor many times take on that responsibility on herself, and she go out and then work independently with the food industry, provide them food safety assistance in terms of auditing, and she also can very effectively manage the food safety research work that we have going on, and most of our research work is focused on identifying and implementing pathogen reduction strategies, and Connor is very proficient at all of the activities that our group is involved in. I have no doubt that Connor has a very bright future. She has been very successful in her graduate student life, and I'm very impressed with her work ethics as well as her can-do attitude. And I believe that she just needs to keep doing what she has been doing, and she'll be very, very successful.